Yes, today we will take a few more questions on integration using partial fraction. Today I'll take up the type integral dx over x into x raised to the power n plus 1. Yes, evaluate I equals integral dx over x into x raised to the power 4 plus 1. Yes, this integral is of this form where role of n is being played by 4, right? Yes, what I'll do, I'll multiply numerator and denominator with x raised to the power n minus 1. Now in this case n is 4, so I'll multiply numerator and denominator with x raised to the power 4 minus 1, that is x raised to the power 3. So I'll get I equals integral x cube dx over x cube into x raised to the power 4 plus 1. So I will be equal to integral x cube dx over, yes, this will be equal to x raised to the power 4 into x raised to the power 4 plus 1. Now I'll put x raised to the power 4 as t. So on differentiation with respect to x, I'll get 4 into x cube dx is equal to dt. So therefore x cube dx is equal to dt by 4. Now in place of this, I'll write dt by 4. X raised to the power 4 is t into t plus 1, right? This 1 by 4 I'll take outside the operator because it is a constant. I'll get integral dt over t into t plus 1, right? Now here integrand is 1 over t into t plus 1. This is the integrand, which is a rational function. So I'll be using partial fractions. Now degree of numerator is strictly less than degree of denominator, so it is a proper rational function. So now I will resolve this into its partial fractions. Yes, look at the factors of the denominator. There are two factors, t and t plus 1. Both the factors are linear and non-repeating. So corresponding to this linear non-repeating factor, there will be a partial fraction of the form a over t, and corresponding to this linear non-repeating factor, there will be a partial fraction of the form b over t plus 1, right? Now need to find out the values of a and b. So what I'll do, transpose this to the other side, this into a over t plus b over t plus 1. Open the bracket, use distributive law. I'll get a into t plus 1 plus b into t. Now this is true for all values of t. So first I'll put t equals 0 because this will vanish. So I can get the value of a. So 1 will be equal to a. So therefore value of a is 1. Next I put t equals to minus 1 because this will become 0. So this term will get vanished. So I'll get 1 equals b into minus 1. So therefore b is equal to negative 1. Now put the values of a and b in this. So 1 over t into t plus 1 will be equal to, yes, value of a is 1, so it will be 1 over t plus value of b is negative 1 over t plus 1. So therefore integral, which is 1 by 4, integral dt over t into t plus 1 will be equal to 1 by 4, yes, 1 over t into t plus 1 is equal to this. So write this. Now separate the integrals. It's 1 by 4 integral 1 over t dt minus integral 1 over t plus 1 dt. So I will be equal to 1 by 4. This integral is log of mod t, and yes, it is a natural log, and this is minus log t plus 1 divided by derivative of t plus 1, which is 1, plus c. Now replace t with its original value, and it was x raised to the power 4. So this is the value of the integral. Now let's take the question. Evaluate I equals integral cos x over 1 minus sin x into 2 minus sin x dx. Yes, what is the derivative of sin x with respect to x? It is cos x, and it is present here. So what I'll do, I'll put sin x equals to t. So cos x dx will be dt. So in place of this, I can write dt over, this will become 1 minus t, and this will become 2 minus t. So I will be equal to integral dt over 1 minus t into 2 minus t. Now here integrand is 1 over 1 minus t into 2 minus t, which is a rational function, and it is a proper rational function because degree of numerator is strictly less than degree of denominator. So to integrate this, I'll make use of partial fractions. So now I will resolve this into its partial fractions. Yes, look at the factors of the denominator. Both the factors are linear and non-repeating. So corresponding to this non-repeating linear factor, there will be a partial fraction of the form a over 1 minus t, and corresponding to this, the form of the partial fraction is b over 2 minus t. Now I need to find out the values of a and b. So transpose this to this side. I'll get 1 equals 1 minus t into 2 minus t multiplied with a over 1 minus t plus b over 2 minus t. Open the bracket, use distributive law. 1 is equal to, I'll get a into 2 minus t plus b into 1 minus t. Now this is true for all values of t. Now I'll put t equals 2. This will get vanished, so I can get the value of b. So I'll get 1 equals b into 1 minus 2. So from here, b is equal to negative 1. Next I put t equals 1. So I'll get 1 equals a into 2 minus 1. This will get vanished. So from here, a is equal to 1. Now I put the value of a and b in this. So 1 over 1 minus t into 2 minus t will be equal to, yes, put the value of a, which is 1. So 1 over 1 minus t plus put the value of b, which is negative 1. So I'll get negative 1 over 2 minus t. So integral I will be equal to, yes, integral 1 dt over 1 minus t into 2 minus t will be equal to integral, yes, this is equals to this. So replace this with this. Integral 1 over 1 minus t plus negative 1 over 2 minus t dt. Yes, separate the integrals. So I'll get integral 1 over 1 minus t dt minus integral dt over 2 minus t. So I will be equal to, yes, it is linear. So integral will be log of mod 1 minus t, and do not forget to divide it by derivative of 1 minus t, which is minus 1. Similarly, this integral will be equal to log of mod 2 minus t divided by derivative of this, which is negative 1, plus c. So I will be equal to minus log mod 1 minus t plus log mod 2 minus t plus c. Now replace t with its original value. So I will be equal to minus log mod 1 minus sin x plus log mod 2 minus sin x plus c. Next question is, evaluate I equals integral 1 dx over e to the power x minus 1. Yes, what I'll do? I'll multiply numerator and denominator with e to the power x. So I'll get e to the power x over e to the power x into e to the power x minus 1 dx. Now I'll put e raised to the power x as t. So I'll get e raised to the power x dx is equal to dt. So in place of this, I'll write dt over this is t into t minus 1. Now the integrand is 1 over t into t minus 1, which is a proper rational function. So I'll make use of partial fractions. Now both the factors are linear and non-repeating. So corresponding to this linear non-repeating factor, the form of the partial fraction will be a over t plus corresponding to this factor, form of the partial fraction will be b over t minus 1. To get the values of a and b, I transpose this to the other side. So I'll get 1 equals a into t minus 1 plus bt. This is true for all values of t. So first I'll put t equals 1. This will become 0. So from here I'll get b equals 1. Next I'll put t equal to 0 because then this will get vanished. So I can get the value of a. So I'll get 1 equals negative a, that is a is equal to minus 1. Now I put the value of a and b here. So I'll get 1 over t into t minus 1 is equal to minus 1 over t plus 1 over t minus 1. So integral I will be equal to integral minus 1 over t plus 1 over t minus 1 dt. Separate the integrals. It is minus integral 1 by t dt plus integral 1 over t minus 1 dt. This integral is equal to minus log mod t. And remember, it is a natural log. Plus integral of this is log mod t minus 1 divided by derivative of t minus 1, which is 1 plus c. Now replace t with its original value, which was e raised to the power x. So I'll get I equals minus log e to the power x plus log e to the power x minus 1 plus c. Yes. Next question is, evaluate I equals integral 3 sin theta minus 2 into cos theta over 5 minus cos square theta minus 4 sin theta d theta. Yes. What is the derivative of sin theta? It's cos theta. It is there. Right? So I can substitute sin theta with t. So here I'll get t, here I'll get t, and here I'll get dt. What about this? Yes. Can I change cos square theta in terms of sin square theta? Yes, we can. I can write cos square theta as 1 minus sin square theta. So I will be equal to 3 sin theta minus 2 into cos theta d theta divided by 5 minus, yes, change this cos square theta to 1 minus sin square theta minus 4 sin theta. Now I'll put sin theta as t. So cos theta d theta will be dt. So in place of this, I can write dt. This will become 3t minus 2. And here I'll get 5 minus 1 minus t square minus 4t. Open the bracket. So I will be equal to integral 3t minus 2 over 5 minus 1 plus t square minus 4t dt. That is I equals integral 3t minus 2 over t square minus 4t plus 4 dt. Now integrand is a rational function. So first let's try to factorize the denominator. Now can you identify that denominator is t minus 2 whole squared? So I is equal to 3t minus 2 over t minus 2 whole squared. Now it is a rational function where degree of numerator is strictly less than degree of denominator. So I'll make use of partial fractions. So I need to evaluate this. Pick up the integrand 3t minus 2 over t minus 2 whole squared. I'll resolve this into its partial fraction. Look at the factors of the denominator. Factor is linear, but it is repeating 2 times. So corresponding to this repeated factor, there will be a partial fraction of the form a over t minus 2 plus b over t minus 2 whole squared. Right? So transpose this to this side, I'll get 3t minus 2 equals a into t minus 2 plus b. Now this is true for all values of t. So first I'll put t equals to 2. Here I'll get 6 minus 2 equals b. So this implies b is equal to 4. Now to get the value of a, I'll put any convenient value. So I'll put t equals 0. Here I'll get minus 2. Here I'll get minus 2a plus b. Right? Put the value of b, which is plus 4. So this implies negative 2a will be equal to minus 6, and from here a is 3. Now put this value of a and b here. So therefore 3t minus 2 over t minus 2 whole squared will be equal to 3 over t minus 2 plus 4 over t minus 2 whole squared. So I will be equal to integral 3t minus 2 over t minus 2 whole squared dt. Now this is equals to this. So I'll get integral 3 over t minus 2 plus 4 over t minus 2 squared dt. Separate the integrals. I'll get 3 into integral dt over t minus 2 plus 4 into integral dt over t minus 2 whole squared. I will be equal to 3. This integral is log of mod t minus 2. It's a natural log divided by derivative of t minus 2, which is 1. This integral can be written as t minus 2 raised to the power minus 2 dt. So I will be equal to 3 into log mod t minus 2 plus 4. Yes, we need to evaluate this integral. As t minus 2 is linear, so integral will be t minus 2 raised to the power minus 2 plus 1. Increase the power by 1 unit and divide by the increased power. And divide by the derivative of t minus 2, which is 1 plus c. So I will be equal to 3 log mod t minus 2. Here I'll get minus 4 into t minus 2 raised to the power minus 1 plus c. Now replace t with its original value, and t was sine theta. Minus 4, and this can be written as 1 over sine theta minus 2 plus c. So I is 3 log mod sine theta minus 2 minus 4 over sine theta minus 2 plus c.